Hey everyone, let me jump straight into the point. And have you ever noticed whenever the Hollywood pictures like Avatar, Fast and Furious, Spider-Man, Batman, and Interstellar, and Bahubali, whenever these kind of movies are getting released into the theaters, once they release the trailer, the end of the trailer they mention all the formats like 4DX, D-Box, ICE, Screen X, Epic, and as well IMAX and Dolby Vision. So all these details I am going to share with you right now. Once again, hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel at krajesh6828. As Epic movie format. Epic movie format is nothing but what I am feeling that this is completely commercial kind of format, because in the olden days in 2010 and 2019 there are big theaters, the single screen theaters at all over the cities. So attached to the single screen theaters, they have expanded to the mini kind of theaters. They have also the plenty of space for parking, and they put a cellar for the parking, and they have established other mini theaters along with the single screen. So put together there are 3 to 4 movie cinema theaters at a single compound. In that, one screen is a very bigger screen. Now the commercially they are naming as Epic movie format. For me, Epic movie format is not a great movie format. Already I used to watch since my childhood in the big screens, the single screens. So those screens are now converting to the Epic screens. That is the only big difference. Now you normally seeing IMAX and other small screen cinema theaters. So those screens are very small and very less, and but these Epic screens are the very bigger. That is the only big difference. But visuals and whatever the screens offers, the same thing there in the Epic. In India, the biggest screen there in the Andhra Pradesh, Nellore district, Sulurpeta. V Epic is the cinema theater name, which the screen size is almost 100 feet height. As I already told, Epic is not a greater format to watch, but all the Epic cinema screen theaters having the bigger screens. That is the only big difference. So now I am coming to the PCX format. This format is newly established, which owning the PRASAD IMAX earlier. There is a kind of sad story behind the PCX format, because earlier PRASAD IMAX is the only IMAX in the entire Asia having the film format projector to project the IMAX movie. Later this PRASAD IMAX not continued the IMAX film format, so they have just run the theaters by changing the name from PRASAD IMAX to the PRASAD large screen. Now PRASAD IMAX is no more. Earlier days we used to enjoy many movies in PRASAD IMAX. In this video I am going to share what is about PCX movie format and what is about IMAX movie format, because this PCX format you are not going to find anywhere except in Hyderabad PRASAD Cine Complex. I have seen so many IMAX movies in the PRASAD IMAX, right from the Titanic to the Interstellar. So later this PRASAD IMAX not upgraded to whatever the IMAX providing the technology, or someone says that he is not upgraded to the projector, someone says he is not interested to upgrade the IMAX technology. So I don't know exactly the reason, but PRASAD IMAX is no longer. Later there are so many reasons to shut down the PRASAD IMAX movie format. Just he has continued the same screen with changing name of PRASAD large screen. So there used to so many English movies as well as the Telugu and other Hindi movies used to release in that same big screen, but it's not a IMAX format. Recently he has converted his PRASAD large screen into PRASAD PCX movie format. PRASAD PCX means PRASAD Cinema Experience. So he has converted into PCX movie format, and he is the only guy having the PCX format. None of other theaters are playing this PCX format. The reason is the screen whatever the PRASAD IMAX used to have, that big screen is very compatible for the projecting the IMAX film movies. With that same screen he has invented one more movie format that is called as a PCX format. You can experience the larger scale movies in PCX format, but those are not real IMAX movies. The reason is, let me clarify what is the IMAX. What are the difference between PCX format to IMAX movie format? There are lot difference between PRASAD PCX movie format and IMAX movie format. Now I want to describe what is the IMAX. If you want to release your movie in IMAX format, and first of all, before shooting itself, you need to use this IMAX film camera for the entire movie shooting. That IMAX film camera is weighing up to 100 kilos weight, and it is very expensive also, which shoot the movie in only film format. And later IMAX has given the approval to many cameras like ANDHRA, Alexa, and other cameras also. They have given the permission. You can shoot the movie with IMAX approved cameras. Then digitally you can upgrade or upscale into the IMAX movie format. You can release your movie in IMAX theaters. No need to shoot the movie with IMAX film camera. Once the movie shooting get complete, whatever the cinema you have shot with the IMAX camera, film camera, that entire film used to go for the separate special editing room. That editing equipment is so much expensive. That equipment does editing with only films. Later, whatever all the approved cameras like Sony, ANDHRA, Alexa, other IMAX approved cameras, they process the editing in digitally, and they will upscale or upgrade into the IMAX movie format, and they will get released in cinema theaters as a IMAX movie. But actually the original IMAX movie is, you must shoot with the IMAX film camera. Then only it will considered as a original IMAX movie. And after this movie, after editing, this movie will get released in the original IMAX theaters. That original IMAX movie theaters having the special amenities to project the IMAX movie. They have the film projectors, complete IMAX film projectors. They have dual projectors. They have this IMAX film reel is so large. If you take any movie that shot with the IMAX film camera, if the movie duration is up to 3 hours, that film length is almost 16 kilometers. If you want to play 3 hours IMAX movie, need to have almost 54 reels. One set of IMAX reel you can project in the theaters just to 3.5 minutes. So if you take a 3 hours movie, you need to have these 54 reels. Once any IMAX cinema is releasing in the PRASAD IMAX, in olden days, the entire 54 cans, the reel sets used to come from the foreign countries to the PRASAD IMAX. Almost put together all reel bundle cost is close to 1000 kilos. To putting that reel into the IMAX projector, you need the crane, because no one is going to lift that much heavy reel by hand. So PRASAD IMAX used to play these film reels in olden days. Now, why the IMAX movie formats are giving greater experience? Because the reason is that if you take the IMAX film negative this much size, and we can compare to other formats like 35mm, 75mm, they are not even closer to the IMAX film. So being this much size of negative, and whenever it is projecting into the IMAX screen, that IMAX screen size also close to 70 foot to 80 foot height. If you take any movie, hardly 4K resolution, 8K resolutions, even if you go to Dolby cinema also, hardly 12K resolution. But the original IMAX film projector, the resolution and the quality is from 18K to 22K. Just imagine, if you take hardly the Dolby Atmos giving the just 12K resolution quality, but this IMAX film projector is playing 18K to 22K resolution quality. Just imagine how much details you are going to watch in the IMAX big screen. That is a very big difference compared to any other formats to IMAX movie format. You can experience in Hyderabad PRASAD Cinema Complex with a PCX movie format, but this IMAX film format is completely different. There are so many logistic issues, so that's why IMAX cinema theaters are very less in the world. Just 36 cinema theaters are there for to roll original IMAX film format movies. As I already told you that earlier you used to have PRASAD IMAX in Asia's biggest theater for having the IMAX film projector, but they have discontinued. They are owning this PCX format, which is not an actual IMAX movie format. If you want to experience the original IMAX film format, you can go to Gujarat state, Ahmedabad. There is a museum. One IMAX film projector is there, and they are playing for just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That cinema theater is not playing commercial movies. Original IMAX movie theater is there in the Asia. Is our closest country is Taiwan. Actually, India is producing many films. You can ask that there are so many IMAX theaters in India. In every city now having the 5 to 10 screens, but those are not IMAX film projector kind of cinema theaters. They are just playing with a 2K projector or 4K projectors. The regular digital projectors, they are playing IMAX movie. that movie is not going to give that much greater experience what the actual IMAX film projector, besides actual film projector theater, will give the good experience compared to the digital projector. But no one is establishing the original IMAX theater in India. I hope someone is going to establish the original IMAX theater in India. Actually, the Christopher Nolan is the only director is making all films in the IMAX film camera. And upcoming movie is the Odyssey. The Odyssey also is going to release in the IMAX movie format. And to experience that, I want to go Taiwan. So I am very mad about watching films in the bigger screens and the bigger technological upgraded screens. So in 3D format, you can watch like Spider-Man, Batman, and Fast and Furious and sports dramas. These kind of movies you can watch in 3D. And 4DX, of course, the same Spider-Man and Avatar 2 kind of movies you can watch in 4DX and D-Box. And ScreenX, of course, all the Hollywood movies you can experience the ScreenX. Any action dramas you can experience in ScreenX theater. And Epic is as well a regular theater, and no big difference with the other theaters to the Epic. Only the screen size is bigger. And as a Dolby, but Dolby is something different, and you can watch like a Jungle Book, Lion King, all nature kind of movies, and also the high contrast colors, the movies you can watch in the Dolby Atmos. That is the only one theater in the Maharashtra state, Pune city. IMAX format, definitely you can watch the movie, entire movie with shot with IMAX film camera. Then only those movies will give the greater experience. And also, but at the same time, the cinema theater also having this IMAX film projector. Then only the visuals are amazing. I am very passionate about the filmmaking, so that's why I am giving the information. And so if you want to have the greater experience in the cinema theaters, you can choose the movie formats accordingly. Thank you very much for watching my video.